I want to show you some pictures and then I'll throw to you to get some insights. So here's some pictures of what happens around the world. So we have deforestation due to the development of industries by scientists and engineers and so on. We also have the global warming crisis, of course, that we know, where so much damage is done to the environment because of our human activities through what we would call advancement of humanity and mankind. We have the creation of nuclear bombs that, due to warfare and other weapons of mass destruction, have created tragedy and really damaged Earth and communities as we know it. And of course, the dilemma we face with plastic waste. The fact is that we've gotten so good with inventing plastic technologies and so many variations that we are now left with a problem that we cannot dispose them. All of this, of course, came from people who would be considered highly intelligent. Is this what how do you see all of this, or bringing people up based on intelligence?
Yeah, it's a good point you raised there. And look, the reality is that when parents choose to find a good school for their children, what they're looking for is primarily the most important thing to them, from their perspective, is to find a place that can make them become an elite academic, so that they can secure their future. But your point just now clearly illustrate the problem with the world, with the first world in particular. You know, if you look at the number of people who now have university degrees compared to, say, 50, 60 years ago, there are a lot of people in the first world population that is a very high percentage of people who have university degrees, and there are a lot of them who's unemployed. And probably the top 20% of those people are very intelligent, and they go on to develop many things, as you said, plastics, for example. It's not that I don't think that plastic cannot be recycled. It's not that we've gone so far that the machine is so advanced that we can't recycle it. I think the main problem for, and the main problem for the recycling issue is that there are too many different types of plastics that are being produced. And so if you only make one type of plastic, I believe, you would be able to design one machine that can actually recycle that plastic. But that will have a certain cost. So if you have, let's say, 10,000 types of different plastics, would imply that you will have 10,000. You would need 10,000 different types of recyclable machine. Okay, so, and that's one challenge. The other challenge is to separate those plastic from the rubbish heap so that we can feed it through these 10,000 machines. So the cost of doing that is too high because it's labor in the first world. And so the question is, why is plastic a problem then if we're so intelligent? The common sense says dictate that, well, we should only produce, say, 5 types of plastic so that we can design 5 different types of machines to recycle them for the purpose of looking after after the planet, other animals as well, not just human beings. Well, the problem is that the intelligent people, because they lack, the wisdom to, the right thinking, and they lack the and they're motivated by the, if I may use the word, the greed to get money. They're motivated by money, in short. They are then compelled by companies because of the, the reward of money. They will then try to use their intelligence to develop more different types of plastics, even though they know that the end result of their product, when they get produced in the millions, will actually end up hurting the planet or the environment. They will still do it because their short-term motivation is to gain money. So you see, in a school, and also parents should know this, you cannot just choose a school that develop the academic intelligence. Because a human being without wisdom and without morality will use that intelligence in a way that not only hurt others, but it will hurt them and hurt their children and grandchildren to come in the future. So that's why in our school, our motto says enlightenment through wisdom, morality, and diligence. We understand that imparting, a school's role is not just about imparting academic intelligence. Okay, the number one teachers for all young people are not the teachers at school. It's actually the parents. Unless we line together to come and work and guide our young people with moral grounds. Otherwise, if we can't do that, then the world will only get more dark. So it is very important that a school should actually endeavor to provide a holistic education, teaching the human being to not just only have the intelligence, but also to have the heart through the nourishment of wisdom and morality. And wisdom cannot be developed very wholesomely if the morality is not developed. Okay, and that's our school. That's. I'm not saying that we're the only school who do it. I'm not sure what other schools do. I can only speak on behalf of Pao Buddha School. And on behalf of Pao Buddha School, our main core is that. We realize that to develop wholesome human being, and wholesome means a person or a quality, for a person anyway, wholesome means a deed, or a deed is a speech and action or thinking that does not hurt others and does not hurt them. When that doesn't hurt both, then they will take that deed, that they carry out that deed. At Pao Buddha School, we really put emphasis on that value, because there are so many people out there who are so intelligent and they are doing so many things for their short-term gain, which is primarily motivated by making money.